A group of friends threw a celebratory house party for my older brother's high school graduation. I eventually left early because I was scheduled to work an early morning shift the following day. My brother assured me that he would find a way home later through friends or his girlfriend. I got home around 9:30 p.m., took a quick shower and went to bed. Sometime before midnight, I was awakened by a call from my brother. He sounded deeply concerned and asked where I was. I informed him I was asleep, and he requested that I pick him up urgently because something had happened. I sensed his distress and promptly agreed to come get him. As I approached our friend's residence, I noticed a swarm of police cars and ambulances blocking the streets and alleys nearby. Unable to access the house, I decided to drive around the area, attempting to reach my brother through calls. I spotted him in a dark alley, illuminated by my headlights. My heart sank the moment that I saw him covered in blood. He entered the car and urgently instructed us to go home. My inquiries about his well-being were met with reassurances that he was fine. All that mattered was getting home. Our parents were awakened by the commotion of us coming through the door. Rather than show concern upon seeing my brother's bloodied state, my father expressed disappointment and anger, then began to deliver a stern lecture about our affiliation with the wrong crowd. My brother apologized and then retreated to his room. Our father's frustration turned to me, but I chose to ignore him and went to my room. Around 3 a.m., there was a knock at the door. I rolled out of bed and answered, only to find police officers outside. They requested to speak with my parents and informed them that my brother had passed away. We all stood in disbelief and adamantly denied the news. My mother and I rushed to my brother's room hoping to find him there, but he wasn't. Shock and confusion engulfed us. I returned to the officers and inquired about the timing and circumstances of my brother's passing. There had been a drive-by shooting and my brother was hit while fleeing the party. He died from his injuries about a block from where I picked him up. The officers informed me that the medical examiners present at the scene had declared my brother deceased at approximately midnight. I protested, stating that this couldn't be accurate, as I had recently brought my brother home not too long before that. The officers and I revisited the timeline in an attempt to make sense of the situation, but discrepancies persisted. On the day of my brother's funeral, I was overwhelmed with grief. When I finally got around to sorting through his belongings, curiosity compelled me to go through his cell phone's call log. There was a call to me at 12 a.m., which contradicted the official timeline of his death. I immediately searched through my phone's call history, only to find that no such call was made from my brother. The anguish and confusion remained for me and my parents. Even now, they believe that my brother's spirit returned to bid us farewell. I wasn't the only one to witness this. They too remember the same inexplicable occurrence that night.